Here we are. If this is happening as I think it's happening, we just had the show and then we started the show again. So we're going to cover a few starter questions one more time.
Yeah, that was my fault. It's been a
No,
long
brother,
day.
it's all good. It's Lightning Roars. It's
That's
live.
right. We're just introducing the pup.
That's right. We are pleased as punch. We have Annie Vander and Brian Meulen on tonight, and we are going to hang out and chat. And we also have, I'm sorry, what was the dog's name one more time?
Frankie Lynn,
Frank. Okay.
the terrorist.
The terrorist.
We'll see what the antics come up to later.
I'm sure Chris will agree.
You got stories,
Yes.
Chris.
Chris got
That dog
knocked
almost
over.
knocked me over.
Right on. But these two are wonderful musicians. They both have careers in the country western area, and Brian is branching out a little bit more into other areas as we speak. Annie, can you tell us a little bit about your music venture and who you play with and where you guys are? You're out of Chicago, is that right?
Yeah, so I am out of the Chicago area, obviously living with this cool guy right here.
Cool
Been
guy.
married to for more years than I want to admit, only because it shows how old I am. But
No spoilers.
yeah, right. Yeah, so I have been in the country scene. I've been a musician my entire life, for the most part. I think since I could, I don't know, make noise. And then, officially got the start in grade school, things like that, and just never quit. But I put music down for a little bit and found it again. Actually, right before COVID for me, I had an accident and had some crazy weather out here like we're having now with the sub-zero I don't know if it's sub-zero yet, but we're darn close. But there was snow and ice on the ground and it was 60 below. I fell and broke my wrist.
Ouch.
Yeah. And then it wasn't just a break. It turned into this really crazy, weird diagnoses. And anyway, long story short, I found music and all of that, and it kind of became therapy. I wrote this song called Falling into Nashville, which is literally and figuratively fell back into music. It actually went to country radio and did a whole bunch of stuff, and then I just never stopped. So here I am.
Excellent. And then you play along with a backup band when you do your live performances, is that right?
Yes. So Brian, a lot of times, hi Frankie.
Frankie's
Like,
terrorizing. I got it now.
Yeah. Yes, I have an amazing band. We started doing some full band shows, and I am very fortunate to have them with me. Brian many times will run sound for us too. He'll get up and sing a couple songs with me at times as well. So we have a blast. So we play a lot around the Chicago area, and yeah, so it's we've been to a couple other places too. So I'm just excited to see what next year brings.
Right on. What's it like touring with the hubby?
I don't know. I think sometimes we want to kill each other, and we have fun. It's fun getting him involved in it because when I first started, like I was saying, I kind of got into music right before COVID. So when everything was semi shut down, he was at home taking care of this one and kind of holding the fort down here. And I toured with one of the guitarists that's in the band, and I was all over the country with that. So missing him was not easy. And but now that he's in on stuff, it definitely makes it more fun. But we just need to make sure we get someone at the house to take care of this one and the other two.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on. Well, thank you for that. Brian, what have you been up to lately, man? Are you still jamming with Mr. Klatt?
I am. We're still working on that. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit with that one. It's outside of my genre, but we're getting it done. It's getting close. I'm hoping to get that one out sometime in January because I'm really really excited about the Joe Boo thing. That I got going on. That song is just it's going incredible, and I'm super proud of it. So
Excellent.
the thing is, like, the Steve Klatt thing has taught me so much that the Joe Boo thing doesn't happen without the Steve Klatt thing.
So one's leading to the next. So
Yeah, no,
it's possible that these two collaborations could have you ready for another, say, other country western project that you might be working on with somebody. Now,
right.
I have to, and I'm just speaking of the project that Brian and I have going on that's been ongoing for a little while on my part, doing the remake of Eastbound and Down. But before the show, I shit you not, I told Chris, is those people that keep that collaboration just going on and on, they're the worst.
The never-ending collab.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is the John. With
I'm the John. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I didn't realize this was the infamous Eastbound and Down John. Awesome.
Yes.
now that we put that together.
See, I hear a lot of these names. So Brian is a social media genius, honestly. I am definitely I don't know how to say it. I need to get better at social media. I'll do the musician thing all day long. It's one of my pet peeves, I guess. I love that I get to meet all these new people because he is so good at it all.
It's fun, isn't it?
It is actually one of our dear friends. He's become one of our closest friends personally too. His name is Tony, and he really helped both of us out with a lot of stuff, through the years. And I'll never forget going to his house many years ago when Brian and I were first married, and Brian was sitting. He bought a PC. Now this is
dating us, guys.
This is dating us, yeah. And so I was like, why did you buy this thing? We don't have a pot to piss in. Like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, how much did you spend on that? And I wanted to murder him. I really did. And he goes, we're going to do everything on this computer. We're going to do our banking and we're going to do this. I'm like, oh, you're full of shit. So anyway.
On this TV box?
Yeah, yes. Yeah. How wrong was I?
With the typewriter on it? What the?
We couldn't afford a desk to put the computer on. He was sitting on the floor in what was about to be his office, right?
Right.
And I go, what are you doing on the computer? He goes, I'm looking for friends to ride my motorcycle with. And I'm like, you are such a dork. And I was like, so fast forward now another month or so, and he meets this guy Tony, and Tony invites us over to his house, and Brian goes and looks at something, and Tony goes, yeah, mi casa es tu casa. And I'm like, I looked at him when we left, because he's like, come over anytime. And I'm like, that dude doesn't know us. I'm like, he's a psychopath. Why would he? And here we are all these years later, and he's one of our closest friends. So anyway, his social media skills.
Right. Yeah. His Harley's in my garage right now.
Excellent. You can make some pretty lasting relationships on social media. I met my wife there. You may have met her.
You know what? We are actually one of the older couples who is.
We did not meet.
We actually met in person, but it's more normal to meet online now.
Yeah, it is. Even saying that now, it's a lot more normal than when we met there.
Yeah. Well, now I get to meet you, so yay.
Yeah, very good. So getting back into the music, and thank you, Brian, for all that. Let's play some music. Let's hear one of the videos from you, Annie, if you got one. See and hear.
Oh.
We were talking about one right before we started.
Speed of Love?
Yeah, I think so. If that sounds like a good one.
Yeah. I think my goddaughter might agree. I don't know if am I supposed to talk about it or no?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You want her to set it up, John?
Yes, please. That would be excellent. That's
Sure.
exactly what I'd like you to do. Yes, please.
Okay. So the Speed of Love released in May earlier this year, and this video actually premiered on American Country Network and put it in their regular rotation. So that was quite an honor.
Hell yeah.
It was really really kind of surreal to see.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah, for sure. And so in the video, it's all about the song is really all about just when you meet that person, right? It's like you got to keep up with the speed of love or it'll just pass you right by. Sometimes you just got to take a chance on somebody. I cannot take credit for writing this song. This song was written by my producer, David Norris, somebody else named David Mirror, and Hannah Bethel. The song was, it was a joy to cut. And our goddaughter and her now fiance, this is a real engagement that you're about to see in the video. So she was completely surprised. Yeah. So it was filmed right after. Yeah. So anyway, I'll let the video speak for itself, but it was a ton of fun to film.
Excellent. Right on, Chris. You got booted up?
Yes, I'm ready to go.
Speed of Love.
Slip away. Sometimes I can't relate in a world that goes too slow. I took one look at you and I knew what I had to do. We could follow the rules, take our time, play it cool, but you gotta know I'm all in, baby. How about you? Got me falling, baby, over the moon. Tonight the stars are shining, the planets are aligning. Just call it perfect timing, finding your blue eyes.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yes, love that. And I stand corrected. We have played that on the show before.
I think you have.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure. You have.
Yeah, when Brian was on last time, I believe.
Yes,
Aw.
you
Yes,
definitely did.
I probably didn't tell her I had you guys play.
It was all kind of coming back to me, and then as you started it, I remembered. So the backstory on that. Then that is your goddaughter in her actual proposal.
Yeah.
That is the real proposal,
That is
yes.
Wow,
So-
that is neat.
Yeah, and it's like, so I was teasing her. I'm like, at the Josie Awards next year, if we actually end up with a nomination for it, I told her, I'm like, you're gonna get like Best Actress, but you weren't acting, like, but but I'm like, 'cause you can't fake that. Like, it was just,
Yeah, exactly. The realism content.
yeah.
And
So
plus, they can always have that. That's great.
Yeah, and it was so fun to create and to have that for her. We literally reenacted every stage of their relationship, and I don't know, it's just really cool for her to have that. One of my I haven't watched it in a minute, and so watching it back and seeing the part where we reenacted, like she had a balloon under her shirt to pretend like she's pregnant again, and I just remember the balloon almost flying out the window, and someone's like, "Don't kill the baby." You know,
Yeah. Did you guys get some backstage shots of that? I hope. That sounds great.
Yeah. It was
And then
so cool.
some of the camera angles inside the cab and all that. It came out wonderful. It's a great video.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, that was professionally shot here. Just around the neighborhood, really.
Yeah, it was around the neighborhood. There's a great team they do a lot of wedding videos. Like, that's their bread and butter. And then they've done some commercials. They do great work. So I've been really blessed to find some amazing people. But your wife did something for me too. So
Yes, she did. I seen that. I saw that a number of times. Is that
I'm sure
something that you might want to play tonight? I don't know if that's.
We should
I
play
think
it.
Calling
we
in
should
too.
give Kimmy some props.
Oh yeah. Thank you for
So-
that. Appreciate it.
Kimmy's done a couple of our videos. She's done some of mine
Someone
too.
for Brian too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
2 for me.
2 for you? Is she? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I guess we're doing all this music. I'm like, oh my gosh, how many songs are there out there? How many videos? So
Yeah. That was a great one. Tell us a little bit about. Did I hear that you've been winning an award or 2 or 5 or something?
or 2 or 5. Oh my gosh.
We should. I'm getting it.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Sport it. Annie, I hope this isn't embarrassing. I would love to know in here, and I'm sure our viewers
dogs are
would love to
barking
hear
at
about this. Hell yeah. It's a big deal.
Oh my gosh, here it comes.
Here you
All
go.
right. So yeah,
I don't
won
mean
this-
to. I don't mean to be dramatic or anything, but you're kind of carrying a torch for the indie scene, and we appreciate it. And
Well,
right.
I appreciate the support and for all for you guys having me. But this is my very first official award. There was some big talent in that. There was big talent in the room, and when they called my name and actually said I won, I was almost speechless. I didn't end up speechless, but I definitely tripped over my words. But I kind of shocked. So it was for Best Christmas Novelty Song for my song Ornamental Christmas. Yeah, I co-wrote that with my producer, again, David Norris. I co-write a lot of things with him. And it's kind of a throwback to like the old school Christmas. More of a jazzy vibe, not really country, but it was, I don't know, I'm kind of a Christmas nerd, and I'm just everything Christmas. And I guess now that I won a Christmas trophy, do I get to call myself the Christmas queen? I don't
You
know.
can.
you absolutely can. You can on this show anyway. Hey, so you were saying you didn't think you were going to get it. How much in your head did you really think you weren't going to get it? Were you
Well,
floored?
first, John,
Were you
he was up
stunned?
against
Were
a
you-
Grammy nominee
right?
in that category,
Right.
which was incredible. And you should hear the song. And I don't know if you could play it. You should play it. It's quite an amazing composition.
The girl,
really is.
yeah, the girl that, because I did, I listened to all the other songs that were, my competition in there, and
Right.
I don't know. I think one thing when you're in for some of these indie awards, right? Like it's, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. It was just an honor. It was really an honor to be there. But you know, I was nominated in another category for a song called "Can't Nobody Kringle," and that one did not win. But the girl that won that category, I mean, she totally deserved it. It was an amazing song. Gosh, I wish I could remember the name of it. But anyway, phenomenal. And I thought the song that I had in this category had a shot, but when I looked, one of the other girls, I'm like, it was for one of her other songs that I believe she's currently nominated for a Grammy. I'm like, well, there's no way I'm gonna win. Like,
Right.
you know, I'm just this indie girl, you know. So I was like, what?
Pleasure to be here, and then
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
right on.
Yeah.
So, and not to go off on this too much, but so there's like, tell us about what was it like winning a Grammy? Did you go up on a stage and say thank you very much and all this?
Yeah, so, well, yeah, I mean, there was somebody up there who said, so this was Holiday Music and Film Awards. It was one of theirs. And so, yeah, I did have to go up there and give a speech. So I was a bit dumbfounded because I was like, the Josies are I was nominated for a few Josie Awards. I didn't win. I was nominated for 2 last year and then 2 this year. One was Rising Star of the Year, and the other one was for Best Holiday Song for the same song, Ornamental Christmas.
Right.
And I, like that, the day of that one, I'm like, I better prep something just in case. It's the Opry stage, I better be able to say something. But at that
That's
one,
right. I saw I know what you're speaking about now. I remember when Brian or you, I think, had put it up. Kimmy pointed it out for me, and isn't that something too? Just being there.
yeah,
Opry, yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. And so I was like, and I think I probably would have passed out if I had to stand up there and be like, oh my God,
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But still, even in like this one, it's still like this was a room full of people who make, they make holiday films. And was it Matthew? I hope I don't get his name wrong. Matthew Ashford, the guy who he played Jack Devereaux on Days of Our Lives, for anybody in our generation who remembers all of that. But he hosted everything, and along with Don Knotts' daughter. Do you remember him?
Wow.
Anyway, yeah. So, anyway, it was just, there's people in the industry that are there. There's other just super talented musicians, and you still don't want to screw up, right? Like, it's just, I shouldn't say just a speech, but it's like, I'm standing there like, do I just, like, well, the things that go through your head, I'm like, holy crap, is this real? Like, I'm really, like, yeah, I took it home, I guess. So,
isn't it ironic that it's the same stage that you would get up there and just kill them, knock them dead, and rock the house, but going up there and trying to do something as simple as say thank you. Not to make it tongue
yeah, well, and that's the thing. And I am a girl who I trip over my words all the time. Singing and music, it's smooth as can be, and I am not the most well-spoken person. I will be.
You're like Mel Tillis.
Who?
Mel Tillis.
Okay, I'm really bad with.
Okay, Mel Tillis is an older country western singer, and he had to sing pretty much his when he would talk, he stuttered. I'm not suggesting you stutter, but he would have to. Yeah, Mel Tillis, check him out. Excellent musician. Anyway, he'd kind of start talking, and then he'd start going a little slower, but he could sing anything he wanted to, so he could.
Yeah.
He'd go into this kind of sing-songy voice, but anyway, that's Mel Tillis.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look that up. But no, but like you said, same stage. Like, if there's music going on, I'm all about it. And I'm like, there could be 20,000 people out there. I'll be like, okay, whatever. Let's do this. And but I think when the peer pressure is like, I knew everybody there mattered, and I think I was the anticipation of maybe I'm gonna win, and then I don't know. You're rushed with emotions. So
yeah.
But anyway.
And that's a huge strength of Annie's, her live performance, which she has a few of them coming up. One in Nashville.
Yeah, plug away, man. Now's the time. Let's hear about this. We'll talk about that towards the end of the show. But
yeah,
where are you playing soon? Give us
drop
a couple.
I've got a handful of local ones because it is the holiday season, and I I like to just kind of own the whole Christmas thing because like I'm all about Christmas. So I'm gonna be doing just some like regular country covers, some of my own just day-to-day songs, if you will, and then I'm gonna get some Christmas music in there. So we'll be at a local place called South Bank Original Barbecue on Saturday, and then so what is that? That's the 6th. And then the next week, I'm at a place called Fox Valley Winery, which is close by. And then the Saturday after that, I'm on the Sky Deck, which is the largest rooftop in Nashville. And I will be there. Yeah. So I will be there at noon, Saturday the 19th, doing a 40-minute set. It's called Caroling for Kids. That's the name of the event. Oh, excuse me. I've got another dog here, like making noise. So Caroling for Kids, there's a Christmas market at Assembly Food Hall, and it's like this big winter wonderland. So to be able to take the stage there is going to be pretty darn neat. So, yeah.
So can people get tickets to this pretty much on your page or going back?
I believe it's a free event. And you know what? I was just allowed to start. I wasn't able to announce it until just the other day. So this is really... I should know more off the top of my head, but I believe it's free to the public, and they're pretty strict. I think there's like, you have to have clear bags, the whole thing, like if you're going to a big event, but yeah, but,
well, that's all right. Thank you though. And people can check it out and encourage them to do that. If we were a little closer, Kimmy and I would come.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. But yeah, all of my music, like my events, are all on my website, so you can check it all out there. So.
Excellent.
Yeah. Right, thanks for letting me talk about
it. You bet. It's what we do.
I'm gonna try to talk Emily into going on Saturday now. I know she works that day, but it's only an hour and a half drive.
That's totally doable.
Oh, no, that one was in Nashville, Chris.
What?
That one's in Nashville, but this Saturday is at South Bank, right on the river.
I meant this Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's only an hour and a half drive.
Yeah.
We got a spare room.
We do have a spare room.
Just saying.
I believe you're familiar with it, Chris.
Yes. Frankie, you'll say hi again.
Right on. Well, shall we hear some more music?
We should.
Yeah. Either the one you just won the award for would be nice. If I don't know, what format are we looking at? Is it spot or do you have?
Well, I don't. I mean, we could just. I mean, there's a YouTube link. I don't have a video for that song, unfortunately. But
if you want to hear the audio, I think we're set to do that. Chris can tell me more on that.
Yes, I can play from Spotify.
And we get to do Christmas.
Yeah, it's called Ornamental Christmas. It is probably my favorite of all the Christmas. It's going to be a hard one to top. I don't know how I'm even going to create another one.
Very good. Well, we'll check that out and maybe come back and listen to the one that Mama made a video for. And Brian, if you got something going, man, we could play one of yours too, brother.
That would be awesome.
Maybe you ended up with that.
There we go.
Right on. Looks like we have it up here. Chris, am I right?
Yes, Ornamental Christmas. I got it ready to go.
All right, excellent. Let's rock and roll. Or Christmas and roll.
Old school Christmas.
It comes blowing in on a southbound wind round this time of year. The season begins inviting us in to a holiday full of cheer. Children are frantic, grabbing the strings of colorful lights, plugging them in, just watch them spin around the tree that shines so bright.
I see why you got the award, Annie. Beautiful. Love that.
Thank
Love it.
you. I know
Oh,
it's not rock and roll. I know you guys are usually more like.
No, you know that's all right. We like all kinds of music, and we have all kinds of guests. And Annie, that's probably the first time I've been rocking out to a sousaphone solo or a clarinet solo. I'm not sure what it was, but it rocked.
Clarinet.
It was a clarinet.
That was awesome. Yeah.
That
Well,
is
hats off.
where I did not play the clarinet, but I came home and learned to play that solo because that's where my music career started. Really, when I was a kid, was clarinet. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
right on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trumpet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So thanks for playing it.
Yeah, it was great. Love the
Yeah.
arrangement, and it sounded great. And Annie, you're so fun. You have a beautiful voice, but you have an element of fun to your that just in your tone. It's great.
Thank you.
Love it. Yeah.
Thank you. So I can't do what I do without everybody else. Though it takes somebody at home. It takes a team. You know, the band. It takes the producers, the studio musicians. It takes a village to help
It
an
does.
artist, right?
It does.
So
Yeah, it does.
yeah,
It absolutely does.
none of us do this by ourselves.
Nope,
So
I couldn't be doing what I do without my best half.
exactly.
So speaking of which, let's play. So this was a song that I'm bringing up here. Is a song that you wrote for your dad. Is that right?
Yeah.
The Mama's Maiden video that you did.
Yes. That one is called The Daddy Tree, and your lovely wife did up a video for it, which is super lyric video for it. So if I'm not mistaken, she was, I don't know, she's done lyric videos, right? Before?
Well,
I can't
yeah.
remember.
You're not
Okay.
mistaken, Andy. You're not mistaken. Yeah, this
Okay.
is one of the very few lyric videos that you'll find.
Yeah, yeah. I know she does. She said she doesn't like to put stuff up like over the imagery, which I could see why. She was really good at what she does. So but yeah, so it was fun to see what she came up with because like as I was watching it back before it was finalized, I was like,
Right.
made my it's like she put the imagery to it so well that I'm like, okay, my own song is making me cry. Like what the heck? So in a good way.
I apologize, but she is notorious. She'll make you tear up a little bit. Yeah.
What is it about girls? They just want to make you cry. I don't understand.
No, in a good way. We just
Brother, I don't want to divulge too much here, but I do have access. She's made men cry, so tear up a little bit. All right. Yeah, man. So yeah, let's check that out. So this is a song. I'm sorry, Annie. I don't mean to digress. But
wrote this song again with David, and surprised him with it. One of the years I was singing at CMA Fest, and I was just like, yeah, I thank everybody for being there. I said, but there's probably the longest standing fan I've ever had. Has always supported my music career, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Dad, get up here. And I sang it to him while he stood on stage with me. And he was like, and so every verse, the whole story of that song was all based on true events. So yeah, there were some of it, just like his reactions on stage. He was like, what? So, and I do have to say there was one moment where it's still many, many, many years later. There was a boy way back in the day who came knocking on my window. Not him. I didn't know him yet. But at like 2 a.m. And I still lived at Dad's house, and I didn't wake up because I would sleep through anything. Back in the day, I would sleep through anything. And but I did not sleep through my dad breaking my door in and just like, he goes, where's his mother's phone number, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like, what is going on? And so anyway, the boy to not be named was, he went running down the street.
The unlucky young gentleman.
Yeah, he was in the military, and then it was a home on leave, and my dad, being older and him being in the military, my dad starts to run down the street to chase him, and my dad, like, all of a sudden thinks, like, I ain't gonna catch this kid, but he left his car in front of my dad's house, so my dad went running, and the door opened, So my dad went and sat in the back seat of the car and just waited for them to come
Oh, you're. You wouldn't BS on the show, would you? That is awesome.
back. So that's like one of his proudest daddy moments, right? So the lyric in the song, it was like, something, I knew you loved me and all, but you were way too protective when any boy would call. You grab a gun without a care, but did you have to chase him down the street in your underwear? So those are the lyrics, but that's what it was based on. So as I'm seeing, I mean, even though he didn't grab a gun and he wasn't in his underwear, he probably was
No,
in
but
his
you're an
coat.
artist. You're allowed to elaborate a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but he knew damn well what I was talking about when I was on stage, and he was just like, "What?" You know. So it's great.
real quick, what happened when the guy came back and he was sitting in the back seat? I'm going to be wondering that for a long time. I'll probably. I just don't know.
He just kind of was just because I guess my dad just sat there. He goes, "You going anywhere?" So
That is
yeah,
awesome.
I think
That
they were
is
just
awesome.
dumbfounded. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah,
I
he's like, "Did you really think you were gonna get away with this?" And you know, I
Um,
wish I could have known exactly what was said. I don't think I will ever know.
yeah,
But
yeah. That's between those guys.
yeah.
Yeah, right on. Great story. That's fantastic. And a great video coming at you guys. So let's check it out.
All right.
I guess I never understood what my old man was saying when he was trying to raise me good. At that time I just couldn't see all those little things he did. He did them just for me, and time rolled on. And time rolled on. Yeah, I got spanked a time or two, but looking back on who I was, I deserved more than a few. I took things a little bit too far. Always seemed to get my hand caught up in that cookie jar, and time rolled on. And time rolled on. Sometimes I thought he was the meanest man in town, and it took so many painful years for his little girl to come around. I'm surprised I even learned from him when I knew everything, and I hope I have his patience when mine turns 17. Raising me must have been so hard, but please don't worry, Daddy, I've learned lessons from the heart. I knew you loved me and all, but you were way too protected when any boy would call. You'd grab a gun without a care, but did you have to chase him down the street in your underwear? And time rolled on. And time rolled on. I heard you pray and I just smiled while I was putting on that white dress before you walked me down the aisle. You tapped your glass and we all cheered, and I danced at the reception. It all became so clear the time rolls on. Yeah, time rolls on. Sometimes I thought he was the meanest man in town, and it took so many painful years for his little girl to come around. I'm surprised I even learned from him when I knew everything, and I hope I have his patience when mine turns 17. Raising me must have been so hard, but please don't worry, Daddy, I've learned lessons from the heart. given you to me, 'cause I couldn't have picked a better man from the daddy tree.
Nice. That's such a great one, Annie.
Mama's maiden.
Yeah, yay,
yeah.
Katie.
Woo.
Now you're never going to hear that verse the same.
Right?
Yeah,
You'll
I
know the
appreciate you doing
visual.
that. Yeah, totally.
I was hoping
And,
Kimmy was gonna, put a man running down the street in his underwear, but I know why she didn't. So.
Yeah. She's able to get it in there though.
Yep.
Right on. Yeah. That must have been really touching for your dad to be up on stage and have you singing that to him.
It was for sure. It's just like, and he was planning on coming to see me there because obviously it was a Nashville performance, and he still lives in the Chicago area, and all this, he had no idea I was tracking it or having it done, and to just surprise him with it, I was like, oh yeah, I was in the studio and I just created this song, and da 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 da, and to surprise him with it, and to just watch his face after every single thing, like all the verses hit, and the whole thing about the cookie jar, there's a specific cookie jar, like every little, like I said, every little thing it was all tied in, and reggae is like his Don't Worry Be Happy is his favorite song ever. So awesome. The song was just totally customized just for him. So it was fun. So
excellent arrangement. Yeah, I love the song.
Thanks. But we got a song coming up with this guy too.
We have an announcement.
Yeah.
Announce away. We love announcements on our show. Premieres and announcements.
At midnight tonight, we have a duet coming out. Yep. A Christmas duet.
All right. There's some more Christmas.
That's right. Annie's got a ton of Christmas songs, but this is my first Christmas song that I got to do with this.
Congratulations, brother.
That is awesome.
Were you wearing the stocking cap when you were tracking? Did you have the red hat, little ball?
So, in all honesty, this guy is usually Mr. Grinch. And the best part of cutting this song with him is he is now excited about Christmas for the first time in all the years we've been together.
Congratulations to both of you. Excellent. So
the one, I shouldn't say the one good thing, probably the best thing that came of this so far is that he's actually... I'm like, oh wow, he's excited for Christmas. So, how did that happen? I'm like, oh, I just needed to make a Christmas song with him. Okay.
There you go. You knew he'd come around.
It's 26 years later.
You finally said the time.
I did. I'm sorry.
Excellent.
But
so and congrats on that. So. It's coming out on all the major streaming platforms. We can find this on Spot tonight.
Yes.
Tonight.
Midnight tonight. So, yeah, technically a Friday release. So, if y'all stay up till midnight.
And it's called Yuletide Energy. It's about all the Christmas chores that you hate, but in a playful manner.
Yeah.
Excellent. Right on. I look forward to hearing it.
A good way. He said it's like cheerfully complaining.
Right. Cheerfully complaining.
Oh, right on. Kind of a Christmas vacation-esque kind of vibe. It sounds like this sounds good. Excellent. Can't wait to hear it.
We'll put on the Electrum Syndicate next week too.
Yeah,
we're doing a Christmas special, and that's a perfect time for it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Very cool.
And it was funny because I almost didn't put a Christmas song out this year, and it was David's idea, and he kind of said, like, after a year or two of working with him, he was like, you should really put out a Christmas song every year. I'm like, who wants to do Christmas songs? That's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, I don't know about that. But the fun thing, especially as an indie artist, you realize that every year, like when you drop a song, it's new and like it kind of has its life, and then it sits there, and sometimes it picks up again a little bit. But every year at Christmas, every single one of the Christmas songs, it's like it's new all over again.
Ah,
Because they
nice.
hit, and I'm like, and I actually sort of noticed that with Daddy Tree too. Every Father's Day, it kind of ticks up again, and I was like, oh, so this
Holiday-driven songs. Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So
So, who was on this track? Brian, what'd you do? It was a
So
dual harmony vocal kind of thing.
so we actually, this was really fun. So in the beginning, I sang an octave, and we just duetted back and forth. It's kind of like a playful banter
Right.
in the verses, and then we originally had the chorus the same way, but when we got back from Nashville, the producer wasn't like feeling it, and I actually got to record some of the vocals here at home, and send them off and have him process them. He still did a lot of work to them. Don't get me wrong, but
Brian, you're so
yeah.
hard on yourself, brother.
You know me. But yeah, it was really cool to get to do some of that at the house, because we switched it in the chorus. I actually ended up doing a harmony instead of the octave, and kind of the banter, keep the banter back and forth, and it really added a lot to the song. So it was really cool.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, we'll have to wait 4 more hours, and we'll be able to 4 more hours and 8 minutes, and we'll be able to check it out.
Oh, 5 hours here.
Yeah, that would be midnight in your time zone, then, right? So,
well, anybody's midnight, wherever you're at, it's midnight. Is
oh,
well,
okay. Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
It'll be our time zone.
I get to hear it before you, Chris.
Yeah, like in Europe, it'll be out already.
hang on. And so, like, I feel like because I've stayed up. Usually, the night
That is-
I have, I always stay up, and I feel like at 11 o'clock, and it's always out, even though it's not supposed to be out till midnight.
Right. So maybe it's just all Eastern because you guys are
So maybe
Central, right?
Yeah, we're on Central.
We're on Central, but I feel like at 11 o'clock, at least on some platforms, things always tend to. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Who knows?
Anyway, we're hours away.
But you guys will probably get to hear it at 11.
All
Excellent.
the platforms?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It'll be
I'm here
everything.
at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Kimmy was asking all the platforms.
Yeah,
Kimmy?
Yep.
Okay. And
Have a midnight listening party.
we could.
yeah, Christmas one.
Right?
Yeah, premiere party.
Yes. And thank you guys for letting us announce that on your show.
Yes.
It's our pleasure. Oh yeah. Well, let's do one of your videos, Brian.
We should do Heaven in the Country. It's all about
We
this one right
should.
here.
We should. I like that idea. Yeah, it's apropos. Let's do it.
And that's another Mama's Maiden video. She did a great job at that one too.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that? Yes, and Annie did the harmonies on that song as well, which is really cool. And then Kimmy didn't know this. Well, she knows this now. I think I've said it to her before, but when we met, I had a Ford F-150. Oop.
Hang on, Chris.
I had a Ford F-150, and I'm a car guy, so I was quite fond of this car. It was the first brand new car I ever had. And Kimmy in the video has this Ford F-150 like going through this field, and that's just perfect.
I think you had mentioned something like that, or last time you were on, or something. Or that sounds familiar to me. But yeah, she'll get in your head. Excellent. And
I was actually muted, so I'm not sure how it came over.
you're chomping at the bit, and you know it.
I was queuing it up.
Chris just loves the song.
We have had
Of
this
course.
on our. We've played this song on our show many times. Always enjoy it. I've requested it. And just give us a brief setup on it, Brian, Andy.
Yeah, this was my first release. It was kind of fun. You know, we were down recording with Annie, and Annie, she turned to me. I was sitting on the couch at her producer's house, and she said, we should just write a song for you and do something. You know, I was learning music at the time, right? I was just learning how to play guitar and things like that. This was during COVID, or just after COVID.
It was close, yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, you should do one too. And we wrote this, and it was actually me, David, her producer, and Annie. We wrote it together, and I wasn't even sure I was going to put this out And then when he produced it, I'm like, wow, I don't hate this. I really liked it. So I was like, we are gonna. So I decided to release it, and I met all you guys, which was cool too. So a lot of good things happened after the song.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's about Annie, so we wrote it mostly about Annie. It's really our story, It's kind of there's some lines in there about actually building this house and some of the things that happened, over the field with fireflies and stuff like that. And there's a lot of neat little things, pool hall references in there, which is where we first really met. So
nice,
In the
excellent.
Back in the day,
Not online.
not online. No.
He probably still wouldn't meet me online because I really suck at it.
You get a person for that.
Yeah, right.
I don't even know which way to swipe, guys.
You don't need to.
I don't need
real
to.
life.
But growing up in the generations that we did, we went through so many new things anyway. I mean, we still got to keep up. Does it ever end?
No, you know what? I mean, I shouldn't say I'm bad at it. I feel like, I don't know. I think there's a part of me, at least with social media, I kind of want to hold on to some of the old school, like live in the moment, right? Get out of the screen a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I really value seeing people in person. And I think over the years, though, especially the last few years, I had to hop on social media when I realized how important it all was. And like I said, I told this story about, our friend. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, what freak would invite someone in their house because they met them online, right? So, but obviously I've learned, like I don't know, COVID also made everybody, it really forced everybody to learn how to use this. And there are obviously good relationships that form over it. It was very nice.
Well, as growing up before it and growing up before social media, really, it's something to get used to. And I remember jumping into Facebook for the first time. I was like, well, most folks are pretty cool, and there might be one or two that aren't that, aren't that fun to be around. So, but for the most part, It's been a warm and wonderful community, and I really enjoy it. Yeah,
for sure.
So yeah, let's roll Heaven in the Country. Woo!
Bought a tall drink for the cutest blonde, like I do every Friday night. An old blue collar pool hall down one, queuing up a pickup line. Didn't care that Hardy was out of my league with her foo-foo diamonds and pearls. I'm just a good time payday country boy picking up a downtown girl. Never seen her face around here. She said I'm trying just to get away from the pressures of the city life. Well, she came to the right damn place. We talked all night in that honky-tonk. Oh, the stories those walls could tell. And I could have gone the other way. She could have told me to go to hell. But she found heaven in the country. I could see it in her eyes. Said she'd rather wear camouflage Tiffany and blend into the simple life. Trading a Dom Perignon for a little taste of homemade wine. She found heaven in the country. I could see it in her eyes. Next day I saw her walking barefoot in the rain down a muddy road. I said hop on in, let's take a spin. I know just a place to go. Above the town I threw a blanket down and God painted country. Well, I can see it in her eyes. Said she'd rather wear camouflage Tiffany and blend into this simple life. Trading her Dom Perignon for a little taste of homemade wine. She found heaven in the country. I can see it in her eyes. She's heaven in the country.
Yeah. Always love that one.
That one's, you know what? Every time I see that video, I see something different in it too. That's really cool. Thank you, Kimmy.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah. I was catching stuff too. When you guys are in the truck and bouncing around, it looks like so much fun.
That was my Jeep.
That
it
actually
looked like a
was on
Jeep.
the
Yeah,
way to
yeah.
a private gig in the
Right.
back roads of it was in like
Middle
middle of
yeah.
Illinois. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some crazy country road. So
Brought back
yeah.
memories. Yeah.
Nope.
It wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't. No.
So
Well,
we did that video later.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that footage.
That's the great thing too. Of I'm so blessed that I get to meet all these great people, and then I get to see all these videos being made, and it brings back a time capsule of sorts for Kimmy and I too. But just what we used to call boonie bouncing, of taking somebody's car and going out and on a very bumpy road and having some fun. But whoever was willing to sacrifice their ride at the time. But
Right.
I was
Good
probably
times.
exaggerating a little bit.
It was a fun ride though.
It was fun.
driving around. Say what you want. Driving around on country roads is a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah. But go ahead.
No, I just said it was. I was agreeing.
Yeah. Good times. But I think that kind of wraps up a nice little tight little show for us. And we really appreciate you guys coming on. And Annie, come back with this bloke anytime you want, and come back, as often as you like. We'd love to have you back on.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. And Chris, it's always good to see you.
It's great seeing you again.
Yeah. Congratulations on your engagement as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So excited.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah,
great
we're gonna have
all
some
this together
partying
in
to do,
person.
John.
What?
We're gonna have some partying to do when you come up.
Yeah. Little known secret, we're all in the wedding party here. So, as far as on the group side.
Well, I'm glad I got to meet you semi in person on the screen.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, me too.
super
Very,
cool.
very nice. Yeah.
And thanks for having us.
Yes.
Thanks for
You
letting us
bet,
announce a
you
new
bet.
song.
Yeah. And if you're up at
Yeah.
midnight, stream Yuletide Energy. So me and the sky
Absolutely.
right here.
Were there any other? Go ahead, Chris.
So unfortunately, I'll be asleep because I wake up at 5, but I'll be listening to it as soon as I hit my car in the morning.
All right.
Were there any other gigs or dates or anything that you wanted to speak of that you didn't?
Really the biggest one is the Nashville one on the 19th of is it the 19th? It's the 20th. Oh my gosh, see, I said the wrong date.
December.
The 20th of December. We're
Okay.
leaving on the 19th, that's why. So on the 20th of December, Assembly Food Hall, Sky Deck, biggest rooftop in Nashville. Like super excited. And then locally, the next full band gig is not until February, and that's going to be at a big, if anyone's familiar with Aurora, Illinois, Naperville area, it's at Saddle Up, so that one will be a ton of fun. It's a big country saloon dance hall kind of thing, so come out and see us February 7th. So
Excellent. Tell your friends and neighbors.
yes. So hope to meet you sometime in person soon. That would be amazing.
You will. Next September at the very latest.
There we go.
Yeah.
Be here before we know it.
Yep. Absolutely. Chris, you got any shout outs for anybody tonight?
Just to Emily again for putting up with me and showing me what love really is. Really made
Thanks,
this
Emily.
year a great one.
Thanks, Emily.
Because
Right
everybody
on.
here knows how bad this year was for me. You know, at the beginning.
Yeah, and everybody's glad to see you doing well, brother.
Yes.
Definitely.
Although I could use some warmer weather. This 5 degrees stuff is not good for
Yeah,
me.
I agree with you. I'm on. Yeah.
Well, we're the dumb ones that live so far north.
Stay warm, fam. Stay warm. Shout out to Mama's Maiden, and couldn't do it without
Yes.
this lovely lady. And thanks for anybody and everybody that's watching and supporting and sharing, and anyone in the chat. We had a great time, and we will catch y'all next time, next Thursday night. Uh, Guest to be determined, but it's looking a lot like Arcana Necronomicus, possibly. So tune in, be there, be square, and check out our radio shows on Tuesday and Wednesday on DPF Radio. You find Chris and I rocking out to either an album or some indie music or both, and we'd love to have you on or have you there.
Yes, Tuesday is a Christmas show. The next 2 Tuesdays will be Christmas music, so it'll be, festive at least.
Any indies catching the show, give your submissions to Chris. It might help a little bit. He'll throw them on there.
And we have the country Christmas playlist now, right, Chris?
Yes. Lever Action
Oh,
Top
excellent, yeah.
45.
Lever Action.
Almost forgot that.
Lever
yeah.
Action Top
Yeah.
45 switched over for Christmas.
Yes.
See the
Yes.
Christmas spirit right there?
Yeah. Look at you go. Look at you go.
Right on, Annie. Oh, remember to listen to Meltilus, by the way. You may
I
like
will. Thank you
I
for
don't
that reminder.
old school
Thank you.
country. Yeah.
I will definitely look that up. So.
Excellent. Right on.
Well, I appreciate everyone and everyone listening. So again, thank you.
Very much. Excellent. Well, everybody have a great night, and we'll catch you all later. Drive safe to all you driving, and we'll see you later. Have a great night.
You too.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you,
Have a
guys.
good one.